Yo, what's good? You're
Hi,
listening to the
what's
sounds
up?
of Paraic, A aka PTBM, and this is the 091 show. Today I have a special guest. Celaviedemai.
Yeah, what's up?
So how are you, Mai? How are you
I'm
getting on?
good. How are you?
Yeah.
Good.
Like, I'm actually excited to have you here today. Because,
I'm excited to be here and thank you for inviting me.
It's all right. Like, of everybody in Galway, like, you seem to have really taken off recently. Like, if you say to people, do you know Irish hip hop? And they'll be like, no. Do you know Celaviedemai? Yeah, she did Electric Picnic. Yeah, she did Germany. So how has that been?
Oh, it was fantastic. I kind of went through a phase where the first 6 months of 2018, I was like, by summer, I'm going to play a festival. I've been doing music way too long. I cannot not play a festival. So it was one of those things where randomly, I don't know if you know Girl Code.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they came up to me, Mona Lisa came up to me and she was like, oh, Heineken stage need a female rapper. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I'm a female rapper. Yeah, so then she called me up and I did that and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
It's one of the best gigs I ever played, honestly.
That's crazy.
One of the best gigs.
You say that you've been doing music for a long time, and that is no exaggeration.
Nah.
Like, you were around and not a lot of people know about this, but the people that really know Irish hip hop really do know. Like, the Michael Blaze days, like where this whole thing started.
Yeah.
I'd love to have been there. I was a bit late. Talk to us about that.
Good. Yeah, so I was in Michael Blaze maybe like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm actually old. What the hell is this? Okay, don't tell nobody. So Michael Blaze was like 6-7 years ago. The founder was Trav Nines. I don't know if you actually know him.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Like, so literally it was just a bunch of Galway rappers. Then there was a few other rappers like Jafaris, Sequence, and Jordan Wilson, if you know them.
Yeah.
I think Jordan was on the show as well, wasn't he?
Episode 2.
Yeah. Yeah, he was on it as well. So it's just a bunch of us just rapping and stuff like that. Very good. Actually I'd say it was one of the biggest collectives at the time that was really like pushing hip hop and everything like that.
Yeah.
Especially in Galway where there was no like music scene at the
It
time.
was really ahead of its time, like.
It was. Honestly, I wish it did continue, but like,
Yeah.
things happen and that's just what happens.
And what way did it work? Like, what was the setup of it? Would you just meet up and make music or what?
It was okay. So Trav Nines was the co-founder, and he also had a studio at home. He also had he was also doing videos and stuff like that. We had a bunch of other guys as well, like Ricky Martin and who else again? We just collaborated with a lot of people. Actually, they were just doing a lot of creative stuff at the time. So, basically, So he was the studio owner. Then we also had like gigs maybe every 1 or 2 weeks or so, like in Roisin Dove, the Burgos, what other ones? Monroe's and all sorts like that. So it was kind of like everyone had their slot, but it was more. I want to say it was kind of like a mini festival. Every time, but like each person in the group kind of knew when they were going on. It was like performance, and then at the end we had like a huge cipher, so everyone would just come in and spit bars and stuff like that, or even people who are just in the crowd, like it's kind of like an open mic kind of thing. So that's what it was, really. Yeah.
And from that to this, could you
gosh,
imagine where you would be now back then?
No. Because to be honest, I thought like at that point when Michael Blaze ended, I was like, I'm not doing music anymore. What's the point? But so I kind of took a break for a little bit with music because I was in college. So I finished college then. And then once I finished college, I think finished college in 2017. And I was like, do you know what? Next year I'm going to take music more serious, and that was 2018, and that's when everything kind of just went boom, 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 and I was like, oh my gosh! So if I just took it serious from the get-go, I actually would have been doing something grand. So that's what happened then. But I can't. It's just weird thinking that from then to now,
Yeah. I mean,
It's
that
weird
shocks me,
getting
like,
there.
even the way Irish hip hop has grown in the past like a year.
A year. Can you imagine
1
that?
year.
Like, I'm seeing like a lot of, especially like drill music
Exactly.
is doing so well. Like, I know, what's his name? Mr. Affiliate,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
And then Kieran Incredible. I don't know if you've heard of him as well. He's from
yeah,
Dublin.
probably.
They're getting so much hype right now. Like, it's weird how in such a small like span of time,
Yeah.
everything kind of went boom. And I think like from this year going forward, I think Ireland would probably be considered as one of those places where it's like central place of music,
Definitely.
just like London is, you know?
But I feel like
So
it just shocks me because I can't even imagine what it was like 6 or 7 years ago to be saying, "Oh yeah, Irish hip hop." Because I remember 2 years ago, people would look at you like you're crazy. And then for it, like, it's funny too that drill is the thing that kind of kicked it
Yeah.
off, like that people took seriously first.
yeah.
But so I'm happy that this is because I'm gonna have a career now.
Yay. Literally, I'm just like, oh no, it's weird because like back then when we started, it was one of those things where if you told anyone like, oh, I want to be a rapper, it's like, would you not just go to college or something like
What's wrong
that?
with
You
you?
know, I was like, yeah, but I actually want to do music. Like, it's not one of those things where you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm actually like an artist. Like, it didn't make sense to anyone back then. But
Yeah.
now, like, you see a lot of people coming for it and saying like, I'm an artist, you know, I do
Yeah.
music and stuff like that. And it's normal now, especially, well, let me not just say artist, but let me say rapper, because it's
Yeah.
not one of those things where it was like taken seriously. I don't know if it's still taken seriously right now, but it's getting there a little
it's
bit,
getting
like,
there.
you know, where people are actually getting recognized for things. Rappers are finally opening up for like international acts that are coming
Yeah.
in Ireland, and they're getting a bit of more recognition and radio play as well, which is
Definitely.
important, you know. So
I apologize for taking so long to have you on the show.
no,
as well.
it's good. It's
Because
fine.
Mai is really from Galway and she was really supposed to be on series 1 and I really did. I was snapping her like yo, can you come to see? And then it just never happened. But geez, since then even you're doing very well.
Thank you so much.
So you are now like the Irish female rapper, and how does that feel? And does the female part matter to you?
You know, I get like weirded out when people say that to me, because I'm
Yeah.
just like, am I though? Like, because like I'm in the music scene, so I kind of like in the background I see a lot of other female rappers and I see a lot of like female artists. So it's weird when people say that to
Yeah.
me. You know?
That's what I
But,
thought.
yeah.
I can't imagine you like rallying behind that kind of a thing, you know? Because
Yeah.
you are very talented by yourself, like as
thank
opposed to
you.
just a female, like, do you know?
Thank
I
you
just
so
thought I'd
much.
say that to you.
Well, thank you. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna like be like, oh no, don't call me that. But it's just weird to hear that, because I don't know, like, you know, so many people are doing music, and it's just like, am I really the only one? But
Yeah.
like, you know, it just it seems
Okay.
like it. Yeah.
Now, the reason we managed to get Mai in this day as opposed to another day is because tonight she is performing at Jamnesty in the 7, although a lot of people know it as the Loft. And it's an excuse for you. We're probably going to be in there vlogging and taking videos, and yeah, so watch out for that. But are you excited?
I'm super excited. I love performing. I think anyone that knows me knows I love doing like live performances more than anything else. Like, I just love being
Yeah.
wild as per usual. Like, I think it's just in my personality. I'm just so energetic. So I
Yeah.
just love performing. Like, it's just one of the
You
things.
never get nervous,
love-
no?
Do you know what's funny? I think I would get more nervous performing in front of like 5 people versus like 10,000 to 1,000 people. When
Yeah.
it's like a huge crowd, it doesn't freak me out. But when it's a smaller crowd, it freaks me out. So I'm just hoping like tonight is like
more
fully
personal, like-
packed
Yeah.
and I don't see anyone's face in it. I'm like, yeah. But I think it's the moment I see someone's face like in my personal space, and I get freaked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit. But then afterwards, it's fine.
And why is that? Is it like that you don't want, like, if you can see individual people, it's like suddenly you can see, like, it's more personal then.
Yeah,
as
I feel
opposed
like
to-
you're looking into my soul or something. I don't know what it is. It's just like it's too personal and too intimate then, because I'm
Yeah.
like, I can really see your eyes looking at me. Like, I'm not saying don't look at me because you
Yeah.
have to look at me, but like you're really looking at me, and I'm like, it's awkward. I don't know why.
like 10,000 people aren't gonna like.
I don't know. That
you
wouldn't freak me
failed,
out.
did it?
That would not freak me out. I don't know why. I don't. I know that's really weird, but I don't know why. It wouldn't freak me out at all. At all.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you find? Obviously, you've been doing this for a long time, but did you find it difficult to make the kind of jump to performing as opposed to creating music?
No, because when we started with Michael Blaze, from the get-go, we were performing.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't know that with Michael Blaze, it was from the get-go performing. I actually performed before I had songs, if that made sense.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything recorded, but I had like songs in my head that I would just rap to on random beats. So we were performing from the get-go.
Yeah.
So performing is like second nature to me. It's like I don't really have to think about it.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Also, not to brag or anything, but we don't really do rehearsals that much. We don't really do sound checks and stuff, but not in a bad way, but it's just because I'm always just prepared for it. Like, I do have my off days if I'm sick or something, but other than that, it's just, it's there. The energy is there.
That's like a jump that a lot of people, as Irish hip hop booms, it's like everybody's making songs. And now the question is like people are trying to get gigs and stuff like that. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. And some people will fall off and some people will get big and whatever.
Yeah.
So what else are we going to talk about? We're going to have to talk about, is it the Itgalz podcast?
Yes.
Which use your song as the intro.
Yes.
And then everybody know,
literally,
that's where people know you from. Well,
a lot of girls know me from the Itgalz podcast. Shout out to Jenny and Lindsay, as always. Those are my girls. So I did the intro for their podcast.
Yeah.
And so like now a lot of people actually know me, which is so fantastic. Like shout out to them. They're always supporting me as well. So I'm going to be doing their tour with them. So if you guys are in Galway, make sure you guys are coming down. Obviously, it's my hometown, so I got to
you don't
do a little something.
Whereabouts?
The theatre.
Okay.
What is it called? Not the Black Box. What's the other one? The Galway. Just the theatre, that one in town. Like
I'm not even going to try and say it and embarrass you. It will be edited
but
out.
it's just, it's the theatre. So it's there. So they're doing their show there in March. Yeah, end of March. So.
Okay, but whereabouts in Galway are you from?
Headfort Road.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I lived there last year.
It's just a random place. Everyone's like, "Where are you from?" Headfort Road. They're like, "Okay." It's a random place. Yeah.
So obviously, no one's questioning your success, but are you looking to put more music out as opposed to performing?
Yes, I feel like it's time for me to actually take
like a body of work.
Artistry serious. No, I will be releasing a body work. I'm definitely releasing an EP.
Okay.
This one is exciting because it's not really the typical Celaviedemai sound that you guys are expecting of me. It's completely different. So so I am dropping that soon. Then I'm dropping a visual very soon as well.
Okay.
So keep an eye out for that. Like I don't really do visuals. Anyone that knows me, I don't really. It's not really my thing, I just don't I love taking photos and stuff, but I just haven't released enough visuals. So we're focusing on that this year, visuals and more like body of projects instead of just like singles and stuff like that. So I'm excited for that. Actually, I'm really excited. Can't wait.
So then, just about like your sound, right? Everybody in their head has like a Celaviedemai sound. But I was wondering, what kind of music were you listening to that influenced you to get that kind of sound?
What do I
what
listen to?
What did you listen to when you was growing up even?
I'm just, oh my God, cringy Britney Spears. Like, to be honest, I didn't really listen to a lot of rappers. Like, I really didn't. It's just stuff like when I was younger, like Missy Elliott, obviously, and Lil Kim. Those are the people that really would have influenced me in terms of being a rapper, but not in terms of sound. But like, I just wanted to be a rapper because I was like, oh my God, they're rappers. Like, I could definitely do this. So that's why. But sound wise, I listen to a lot of dance music. I listen to a lot of like producers and stuff. I don't really listen to music with words, just like beats with like random like one or two words in them, like stuff like that. That's what I listen to. In terms of I love Azalea Banks though. If anyone knows, I freaking love Azalea Banks. I went to a concert like a couple of weeks ago. it was interesting. Yeah.
And
it was really
we have to
interesting.
address the elephant in the room now, Mai. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Yes.
Have you got a comment to make about that? Like,
I mean,
like I wasn't gonna ask you. But
I
then as soon
love
as you
her.
said it-
Yes. Oh my God, why do I say that, Mike? No. So no, it's just. Do you know? This is the thing, and I always say this to people. She's very talented.
Yeah.
Very, very talented, and you can never take that away from her at all. I think it's just, when someone is your idol, you just have such high expectations when you meet
Yeah.
them, and then when they're completely different, it just breaks your heart, and you're like, dang, I was rooting for you, girl. I really was rooting for you. It was one of those things, but other than that, no, fantastic.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Yeah, very, very
I
good.
think I agree with you. Like, she's very talented,
Yeah.
and like I wouldn't hate her because of what
Mm-hmm.
she says, because it's not the first time she did this. Didn't she go at who was it in England that she went at?
No idea. She goes at everyone
She
though,
goes at
but
everybody.
it's just her
I don't think she
personality.
particularly means it. Like.
Yeah, she doesn't know. It's just like, I think we're just not used to that because we're not from like New York. I've met some people from New York that are really blunt like that.
Yeah.
So like, unless you're from there, I don't think you would really understand
Yeah.
that she doesn't mean it like that, But I mean,
I feel like the fact that she's even saying that about us means that we've come a long way. Like,
yo, Ireland is on the map, no doubt about it. Like, literally, I don't think a lot of people realize how much like her comment has really put Ireland on the
Yeah.
map. Like, people are really searching Ireland now.
if you'd have told me this story a year ago, I'd have been like, did she come here and have a bad holiday? Or something?
Yeah, literally, yeah. Oh no, her concert was great though. Honestly, it was really, really good, very good.
Are you gonna take any of the skills, or are you inspired by her?
Oh, after that concert, I was like, do you know what? Like, I literally have to work my butt off. Can I say butt?
You can,
Yeah.
you can swear fully if you like.
Oh my God, yes, bitch. Fuck, no joke. Yeah, so like after that concert, I was like, I'm so inspired. I really like need to work harder and get myself to the level that I really want to get at. Like, be international, actually get a body of work done, like an album or something at some point, have way more visuals, even like increase my stage presence and stuff, and probably like get. Like, she had dancers and stuff. I was like, that would be unreal to have as well. Like, so stuff like that just really improve. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Okay, so what are your hopes now? Like, obviously, you're saying you need a body of work. You're looking at the way other people are doing their productions. Is there any other, like...
things I need to get in check?
No, not even that you'd like to get in check, but things that you've noticed that you'd like will fixed or you think could be done better, even in the Irish scene.
In general,
Not
I
anything.
think stuff like social media, which you don't realize actually do play a big brand in your success, and stuff like, and I think what I realize now compared to back then is that I am a brand, whether I want to admit it or not. Like, I am an artist, but I am a brand, and your brand does like determine your success in a way, and you have to protect your brand, and you also have to protect like your character, your dignity, and everything like that as well, because people can trash you. Like, literally, like, for example, if we want to bring back up this whole Azalea thing, like, something, it wasn't minor, but anything you say could be taken out of proportion.
It's
like,
almost like her brand is to be saying wild things.
Do you know what I mean? So I think that's one of the things artists need to take into consideration as well, that you are a brand, whether you want to admit it or not. You are a brand.
That's quite a new phenomenon, though. That like, I don't think people were even thinking that way until it's like now. Like, if you post at a certain time of the day on Instagram, it will be seen more. Yeah. If you use hashtags, it will be seen more. Like, it's almost like this idea that, oh, well, if I'm good, people will see me. And it's like, as you come up in this thing or you're trying, it's like, that's not true. Yeah.
It's all like social media based. It's all a tactic. It's all, everything is calculated in this business. It is a business. Like, unfortunately, it is a business. And like, I don't ever want that to get into my head either, because I do want to focus on just the artistry part of it as well. But to be honest, if you want your music to expand, you have to be educated in terms of business as well. And that's a lot of thing. Like, that's the thing I would say to artists to take into consideration. Like, you need to research certain things as well in terms of business, because to be honest, unless you have a whole team or something, you're not going to get anywhere, you know? Like, you literally have to do certain things on your own. Like, and I think having a team is so important. And I think that's what I kind of miss sometimes as well, like having a whole team. But 2019 team's going to be strong. Hopefully. Yeah,
Or your podcast, or your, I don't know, your blog, or your whatever. That is the way things run now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's even the days where it would have been, oh, you have to know this person and that person. That's gone.
Yeah.
None of that matters now. It's numbers and...
Yeah. In Ireland, to an extent, I think knowing someone is still important because I don't think we've reached that plateau in terms of, like, everything is social media based. Unless you're, like, branching, like, abroad or internationally, because you still kind of need to know certain people in Ireland to get somewhere, because some people aren't still on that social media hype. They're still, like, regular radio, RT, like all this, like, you know,
I hear you.
You know, that kind of stuff. So
that's something that I'm having to learn too, by the way. Like, so if you're young and you're watching this, don't feel bad.
Yeah, you do need it. You have to. And another piece of advice I would say is you need to network a lot. You have to even invest in yourself. You have to use your own resources sometimes to get to where you want to be. Some things aren't free, unfortunately. You have to network with a lot of people, get to know a lot of different people, because you really don't know who could help you do something. Like, they might not even be directly related to the music industry, but they might know somebody that could be related to it. You just never know.
Especially if you're trying to come up in Galway. Like, I don't
Galway,
know about other
especially,
cities, but there's really not that many of us that are involved in this thing.
Yeah, at all. Like, and I hope for the future, I hope Galway does become what it potentially could have been back then when I started, where it was like a collective. I think it's getting there, because a lot of people are doing music in Galway now, and it's pretty good, like, you know.
Yeah.
No?
I was about to say, oh, no, I know, but they were from Athlone.
Yeah.
I can't.
I was going to say,
I'm not allowed to count them as, like...
Definitely
Shout
Galway.
out to them.
No, but there's Hectic Records, you know, Sully.
We had them in last week.
T-Dot, you know, all them lot as well. They're doing music. A lot of people are doing music. Like Dave Cody as well. I don't know if you know him as well. He's doing music as well. A lot of people are. All
of these people are like on the schedule to come on the show.
Yes. Yeah, definitely get them in. And big shout out to Dave Cody as well, because he helps me so much with my music. Like, he really does. And he's so talented as well. So talented.
You see, you're so ahead of your time that I was going to ask you, have you got a message for the up and comers? And you just did all of that without me ever saying it. So, all right, Mai, it's been lovely having you here.
Thank you so much.
Don't be a stranger. You'll have to come back.
Oh, for sure. But next I'm going to come back. You know, I'm going to be married to Drake or something like that, you know, and stuff like that. You guys watch out for that. I'm so serious. Deadly.
091 OVO, yeah. We get the links in. All right. Thank you for watching. This has been the 091 show with Celaviedemai.
Celaviedemai.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we're going to cut it way before that.
Okay.